What would you get if you were to combine Overwatch, Gundam, and a flashy anime? Well, then you would get Mecha Break. Hey guys, what's up everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And you guessed it, today I'm diving into the game Mecha Break. But before we dive in, let me know what is your favorite mech game of all time. Okay, let's get started. Let's start off with the gameplay, which is fast, accessible and flashy. It's wild, it's fast, but it's also quite easy to play. It has an auto-targeting system which lets you lock on to enemies instead of manually having to aim. All this gives a stylish and cinematic vibe. And in that sense, it's a complete different game than shooters like Titanfall 2. In this game, you're focusing on positioning, timing abilities and dodging. And in that sense, it feels more like Gundam Evolution or Zone of the Enders. And then we have the movement, which is boost heavy. Mechs have dodge, air dash and vertical mobility. You're zooming through the air, launching missiles mid-flight and dodging energy blades. It's wild but controlled. What for me stood out is how the combat works. The explosions, they hit hard and everything works really smooth. It's so satisfying when your attacks land and you can feel when you're winning or losing. And this game is really fast paced, and when I'm talking fast, I really mean it. Matches, they last around 8 to 10 minutes and you have different game modes to play around with. There's a deathmatch, there's a skirmish mode. So there's a lot of stuff you could be doing. And even the loading times, they are very fast. The UI is fast once you're in the match and you don't have to wait for ages before being respawned. It's all really fast. And another thing that is really cool about this game is the pilot customization, which for me felt really deep for a mech game. You've got body type sliders, skin tones, face shapes, facial hair and much more. This is something I would expect from an RPG and not from a mech shooter. But it turns out to be a really cool feature. And throughout the games there are moments when you will see the results of your customization, because the pilot before and after matches he climbs in and out of the mech. And during MVP screens or team victory animations, you can see your character as well. And again, this is something I would not expect to see in a game like this. But when I was playing, I really felt attached to my pilot and not just the mech. And all this added to my sense of immersion. It's more like living in this mech world than just piloting through menus. It really came alive. So yeah, that is a cool add-on, but the main thing in this game are the mechs. There are around 13 mechs at launch called strikers, and they're divided into roles like attacker, defender, support, sniper and brawler. And each of them has their own special abilities. You have like a hurricane which has twin rapid fire cannons, while another mech, Inferno, sets areas ablaze with flame trails and missile storms. And some they are fast and some they are tanky. So there's lots of stuff going on. There's lots of mechs you can play with and they all have their different benefits. So I felt whatever your playstyle may be, there's always a right fit. But all this customization for me also has his downfall. Because if you want to do some serious upgrading, you will have to pay for that. For example, premium skins cost up to $47 US, which for me is a bit crazy because that's the price you would pay for a full game, not just a skin. There even is a player auction house where some upgrades or cosmetics can be sold for in-game or real currency. And finally, a lot of cool stuff from the beta is now stuff you are supposed to pay for. And for me, that does not feel right. And I'm not the only one who thinks about it that way, because the Steam reviews, they dropped off from very positive to mixed within days. And the most complaints are not about the gameplay, but about the aggressive monetization. But of course nobody forces you to pay stuff, so let's look on the bright side. The core gameplay is fair. There aren't any guns all mechs locked behind paywalls yet. And you can grind most items over time, even if it's slow. And who knows, maybe the devs might adjust the store based on the backlash they received. Fingers crossed. So, having taken a quick dive into this game, it's time to answer the question if Mecha Break is actually worth playing. I feel if you can ignore the shop and just enjoy the game how it is, it's absolutely worth playing. Because there are lots of stuff that stands out. It's the mix of hero shooter and mechs that is fresh and it works. Then we have the auto-lock system, which is a welcoming feature for newer players. And finally, the presentation and art style they use in this game is really cool. Add on that the sound design, then you have a killer of a game. I think that people who are into Gundam or who like Overwatch will really like this game. But if you're super competitive and you hate auto-aim systems, then probably this ain't it. So yeah, Mecha Break might be a sleeper hit, but they need to sort out the shop stuff. Okay, that's all from me, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, please consider subscribing to my channel and let me know in the comments what you think about this game. Thank you for watching and catch you in the next one.